But let's go throughout the rest of the week too with our predictions. And to start off, we're gonna go with the London game for this week. Jaguars, Bills. Who do you got for that one?
Bills. Bills
I
by
got Jaguars, and
a
it's going to be a
mile.
travel loss for the Bills. If this was a normal game in the States, I take the Bills. But since Jaguars were in London last week, they don't have to worry about traveling, basically spending a day on travel. I think that they're going to win this game.
I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars as well for that same exact reason, Matt. The Jaguars obviously they've been spending over a week in London. They played Atlanta, beat them too last week. And I think for with these London games, these international games in general, just teams preparing for those set of games, they can get kind of tricky. And for me, with the Bills, obviously they came off a statement win um, against Miami and heading into a different atmosphere this week against a team that's already been in that different atmosphere. I just think that's a bad combination for them. So I'm going with
Yeah,
the Jaguars for this one.
yeah, I think that's good rationale. If it was in the States, I'd take the Bills. I do think that they are the better team.
hmm Next game, Giants Dolphins. We already talked about that. We all got the
That's a
Dolphins, I
lock.
am sure.
Yep.
Next one, Panthers Lions in
Give me my
Detroit.
Lions.
Lions.
Um, it's not going to be a segment for me, but I also have the Lions being unlocked for this week against Carolina. Panthers absolutely putrid. Frank Reich looking like a horrible hire already. Um, One of the worst offenses in the entire league by far. Pray for Bryce Young. He's going to need it going up against Aiden Hutchinson and them boys on that pass rush. It's not going to be a good game at all. They're
Is he
going to
back
win
this week?
early.
Is he back
Who
this week?
who is?
Bryce Young.
He's been back. He played last week against the Vikings.
Swear, I didn't know he was back
Yeah.
against the Vikings. I thought Andy Dalton played against them.
Mm-hmm.
I saw they got a pick six though, basically like 99-yard pick six.
Yeah. All right. Next game, Ravens Steelers. Kenny Pickett will be back for this one. Tweaked his knee a little bit, but they say he's going to be ready to go for Sunday's game.
Ugly division game, but
Yeah.
Ravens will win.
I think I'll take the Ravens too, especially coming off a win.
Yeah, I have Baltimore as well. Just divisional game obviously is going to be very close, especially between these two teams in that division. But at the same time, both sides of the ball, Ravens are way too talented to match up against the Steelers to not win this game. So I'm going with the Ravens on this one.
I agree.
Next one, potential snooze fest of the week. We have Saints Patriots.
Oh,
Who's home? I think Patriots are home. Yeah.
Patriots, yes.
Ooh.
I'm actually gonna take the Patriots in this one. They're getting their second win.
How is? I assume J.C. Jackson is playing this week. Newly acquired
Yeah,
Patriot.
he will. He most likely will play.
Interesting. I'm gonna say the Saints because I love to be a Patriots hater. But I could see the Patriots winning this one.
Okay,
Especially
I'm
no
going to
Matt
go.
Judon.
Oh, yeah,
No
and
Matt
Christian
Judon.
Gonzalez too.
Yeah.
Without Christian Gonzalez, but this game's not gonna be good at all. I mean,
No.
the over under on this game's gonna be
Like
39
26.
and a half. Like it could have been that as well, but 39 and a half. Well, for all my gamblers out there, for all my betting people out there, hit the under on that easily. That's free money. But with my prediction, I'm going with New England. Yeah, I just feel like with the Saints offense, especially with Carr's health, with that shoulder injury, going alongside that Pats defense with their pass rush, that's a horrible matchup for them. I think it's going to come down to the Patriots managing the clock and them being able to get enough plays offensively to squeak out a win on their home turf.
I'm gonna need a Saints win though. I'm gonna need a Saints win. Otherwise, them Patriots fans are gonna be back in my DMs.
Oh, no, bro. Yeah, they're gonna come after you for sure. And which,
Hell,
no, for me, I think it's really deserved, in my opinion.
it's
It's
not
not.
even a bad take though. Saying they're going to get 4 wins because realistically, as of right now, Dibo, how many wins do you expect them to get?
Like seven.
That's 7, right? And my whole rationale for having them at 4 was because Aaron Rodgers was going to be there for the Jets. They beat the Jets by like 3 in week 2, or maybe 5. It might have been 5 because they got a safety. And that was with Zach
Oh,
Wilson
sorry.
starting in week 2. I think there was a serious take there that might be overshadowed by an injury. So we have to hope that they lose. Um, for my
I'm not
credibility,
hoping.
for my
I'm not
credibility and
hoping.
ethos.
Man, I got faith in that Patriots team. I don't know why you don't. But moving on, Texans Falcons in Atlanta.
Oh, Texans. CJ Stroud gonna go off again.
I'll take the Falcons. No,
I'm
actually give me the Texans. Falcons traveling back from London, long week of travel. Give me the Texans.
There you go.
This is kind of a toss-up game, but I think I'm going with the Falcons in this one. I just think they're more physical, on both sides of the ball, especially offensively. I just think that it's going to be a real grinder of a game. Expect yeah, expect Bijan to be like again as he has been before to be a key contributor to this Falcons win as well. Desmond Ritter, he's not going to play well, but it won't matter. Um, I think they're going to pull off this one at home, bounce back from their loss in London.
You heard it here
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
All right.
Um,
Um, yeah. Next one, Titans Colts.
who's home?
Colts.
Colts are home. Give me the Colts then. No, actually, give me the Titans. Give me the Titans. Um, I would go with the Colts, but I remember that Mike Vrabel is the coach of the Titans. A guy who has a ton of defensive pedigree, a guy who always typically has his way with rookie quarterbacks. So I think they might be able to control the time of possession with Derrick Henry, and I think he might be able to make Anthony Richardson a little uncomfortable.
Mm.
I'm gonna go Colts.
That's fair. That's fair. This is another toss-up game to me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, divisional game. Vrabel, he schemes well against these type of offenses. It's going to be a very physical game from both sides. But with my pick, I'm going with Indy. I am on the Anthony Richardson train, and with this Colts offense led by him and Shane Steichen, their new head coach. I just think with their offensive firepower right now, they're gonna put enough points on the board to, with last this Titans defense led by Mike Vrabel. So give me Indianapolis.
Good take.
Good pick.
Okay,
What's the next one?
next one, uh, Bengals Cardinals in State Farm Stadium.
I will go with the Bengals. I'm not
I think
gonna
I'll
be
take the
that.
Bengals too. Yeah.
I'm not.
Can't
I'm
hit
not
on
gonna
Joe
be
Burrow
that
that
of a hot
much.
take merchant to pick the Cardinals.
Y'all got the Bengals?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow said that calf is feeling a lot better, so yes.
Um, hey man, I'm gonna be a contrarian. Contrarian. Ooh, I need to start using that word more often.
It's a big
But
word there,
yeah,
Dibo.
I'm gonna be different. It is a big word. Oh, thank you. But I'm gonna be different with this one. I'm picking the Arizona Cardinals to upset.
Don't say contrarian, just say hater.
Nah, it don't got the same
I'll
twang
play.
to it. It don't got the same appeal.
I'll play.
But for my explanation, this Cincy team, their offense, what are they doing? Zach Taylor coaching malpractice with, still keeping Joe Burrow on the field. Well, we know he is not 100% healthy. Um, we saw it last week. Vrabel was able to send uh, these design blitzes to throw Burrow out of his game in the pocket, and Burrow fully healthy. Obviously, when teams blitz Joe Burrow and the Bengals, that's a death sentence because of how Burrow sees the field and how he can escape pressure and get easy quick reads off with his passing ability. But with that calf injury, that's not been the same. Obviously, their run game has been really poor with Joe Mixon, and I think with this John Gannon led Cardinals team, with them being a hard nosed defensive led team, they know what their culture is. They know what their identity is. Joshua Dobbs, he can make enough plays to at least keep the Cardinals in this game throughout. And with my X factor, keep an eye on Michael Wilson, rookie tight end coming out of Stanford University. He played great against the Niners too, as well. And I think with his pa- pass catching ability, with those deep routes, his big play ability, I think that would be the difference for this Cardinals team.
Michael Wilson, the tight end.
Wide receiver.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I was about
Did
to
I?
say I thought he was a wide
Oh,
receiver.
yeah, right.
Nah, Cardinals isn't a bad pick because they've been competitive in basically every game this year.
Yeah, they sure have.
Well, except the
Definitely
Niners
above
game, but I
expectation.
mean,
Yeah.
it's the it's the Niners. They're
Yeah.
clearly the best team in the league.
Yeah.
All right, next few ones, starting with the Eagles Rams.
I'll go first on this one. I really want to pick the Rams, man. I really do, especially with Cooper Cup coming back. I feel like they're begging me to pick the Rams.
Potential trap game.
It is a potential trap game. That's what I was just about to say. But I will pick the Eagles. I will pick the Eagles. The Eagles haven't looked good through 4 games, and yet they're 4-0. Key sign of a championship team, able to win games without looking good. The offense finally started to click last game, and I think with the Rams' offensive line, I think that pass rush is going to be able to get a Matthew Stafford. So, or excuse me, with the Eagles' defensive line, I think that pass rush will be able to get a Matthew Stafford. So I'll take the Eagles.
Yeah. Owen.
But I really want to pick the Rams.
I think I'll take the Eagles as well. They're just the better team, I guess. They're the better team. Cooper Cup's going to take a bit to work back in.
Possibly. I mean, but the potential wide receiver trio of him, Puka Nakua, and Tutu Atwell, that those three guys being able to find open spaces within the defenses, potential yards after the catch type of guys, that could be dangerous. That could be very dangerous for
Plus
the rest of the
Kyron
NFC.
Williams.
Kyron Williams too. My fault, man. That's your guy as well. But for my pick, I'm going with the Philadelphia Eagles. This D line, Philly D line, going up against that Rams O line, that's going to be the key difference. And obviously, Philly, Jalen Carter, absolute stud. He could possibly be an elite defensive tackle already, even though he's a rookie. But that's how good he is right now, and they've been balling out to start the year off, and you add that alongside the Rams O line not being as good to withhold that pressure, and with Matthew Stafford not being able to create outside the pocket. I just think that's a horrible matchup for that Rams team. Give me the Eagles.
Yeah, fair. Because I mean, same rationale, Dibo.
Man. Oh, all right. We got 3 more here, and Jets Broncos. That's the next game
Jets, man.
in
Jets.
Denver.
People are saying Broncos like the Jets didn't win this matchup last year in Denver. I think the Jets have a better roster than they did last year. I think Zach Wilson, if he plays the way he did Sunday night, is better than he was last year. Brees Hall is no longer on a snap count, which is a benefit to the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
And I think all signs are just pointing to the Jets in this one.
Amen. But to add on to that, even though sadly Brees Hall had that season-ending ACL injury last year, he was playing great before.
He was playing
the
phenomenal
ACL
before.
too had that big touchdown early in that game. But
Yeah, like a 60-yard
Owen,
carry.
Owen, your pick for that game?
I'm actually going to take the Broncos. I think even though it was how do I say it? It wasn't supposed to be a comeback against the Bears, I think we definitely figured out a little bit of something in order to hold them effectively scoreless in the second half like we did.
Go ahead,
Hey
Dibo.
man. All right. Right. My turn. I have the Jets to win this game actually, and let me say something to Nathaniel Hackett. Are you a man? Because this is your this no, but like, bro, this is your chance. This is your opportunity to prove Sean Payton wrong. Because all off season he was talking so much shit about you. He was talking all that shit. How you couldn't become a head coach in this league. How you weren't good enough to be even an offensive coordinator in this league. This is the week to prove him and that entire Broncos team wrong. This is the week, and with last week on Sunday Night Football against my Chiefs, that was a great game from you with their play calling. It was a lot better from you than weeks past with this Jets team, and even with their previous coaching career as a coordinator, of course. But I have faith in you to pull this off. I have faith in you, and I believe that with this extra motivation, you will deliver the goods this Sunday against that Broncos team. Give me the Jets. I think even potentially if Zach Wilson gets flustered by this, I mean, actually no, that Broncos defense is it's horrible. Vance Joseph, why you have a job? I'm sorry. That man's horrible. I'm sorry, Vance Joseph, but damn, that defense is possibly one of the worst in like historically ever in the entire league. But yeah, I think Zach Wilson will have another good game to keep his streak going. Brees Hall, like you said, Matt, he'll be unleashed, which I think that'll be a deciding factor for whoever wins this game. So give me the Jets.
I think this though. I think that last year's matchup was a little bit different. Because if you remember, I think the boy, this is really raw off the top of the head, but I think it was like maybe 13-3 or some crazy. It was a crazy low scoring game the last time the Jets and the Broncos played, and you can say what you want about the Broncos defense, and whatever you say is warranted at this point because they've looked atrocious, giving up 78 points. Justin Fields looked like what everybody has hyped him up to be against the Broncos defense. So the Broncos defense might not have been the same as it was last year, but the offense is a lot better. And the offense, I think they put up single digit points the last time they played the Jets. I don't think they're doing that again. The offense has looked better this year. You can confidently say that if you are a Broncos fan. But the defense hasn't looked as good, and that's why I think I have the Jets because the Jets on paper are one of the best constructed rosters as a whole. Defensively, they look very impressive, and then offensively, if they let Zach Wilson play the way he did Sunday, where he kind of has this freedom to throw it around, where on first down, it's no longer a guarantee that they're going to run the ball with either Brees Hall or Dalvin Cook. You kind of have this uncertainty with them and this unpredictability with their offense. So I do like the Jets in this matchup.
Mm. Yo, hey, yo, man, bro. Who, was that your music playing?
Okay, I was about to say, whose music
Come
is that
on,
shit?
bro. I mean, I'll
I
bro.
heard that shit too.
I
I was
wanted
like,
Matt
who
to
is that?
finish that off, but bro. Hey, chill, relax, man. Come on,
My fault. I
come,
was
come
watching.
on, my
I
man.
was watching YouTube Shorts.
Focus, my boy. You gotta
Bro, I
focus,
thought
my
if he
man.
had one volume, we couldn't hear.
That's
Look,
on
we,
me,
we, we could
boys.
we could obviously hear it. Like,
That's on me.
damn. But
That's
hey,
on
I
hey,
me.
heard
we
it too.
almost
I
there.
was trying to go along. I kind of lost my train of thought.
Dibo, edit
Damn,
that
like,
shit out.
bro. Hey, man. Shoot. All right, we got two more, and then we out of here. It's the Sunday night game. Cowboys Niners game of the week. Obviously, what do we got for that one?
Niners.
Oh, yeah, Ben said the Niners are the best team in the leagues. I'm gonna hold true to that. They are not losing.
Oh, and I picked up your boy in fantasy too.
Oh yeah,
I did pick up Big Cock Brock.
my
And the
boy.
other coach on the spot tried making a terrible trade for him.
Yeah,
A second rounder for a backup QB? Like, bro, what do you mean by that?
No. He's
That
a,
was a fair trade.
the way people hyping up Brock Purdy this year, he's worth more than second round candidate or second round
What
pick.
you
I
want? You
heard
want a first
people
for Brock Purdy?
people be putting him in the MVP conversation.
He shouldn't be in the MVP
He
conversations. That
shouldn't
should
be
be
in the MVP
McCaffrey.
conversation.
It should be McCaffrey. Man, why, bro? I hate the MVP voting nowadays. Like, it's just a QB award. It's a QB award. Like, show more love to the wide receivers. Show more love to the running backs. Show more love to the pass rushers, the defensive players.
But
I'm
Brock
pretty
Purdy,
sure when bro, I'm pretty sure when you look at like the betting odds for the MVP award, all of them are going to be quarterbacks. All of them, which is
probably
unfair.
most likely. Most likely, I'd assume the same. But Brock Purdy's a sneaky good backup in a dynasty league. At least compared to my other backup, who was Kenny
Hey
Pickett.
man, hey man, hey, man, it don't matter. Well, we keep moving along. But as for the Sunday night game, I'm going with the Niners as well, winning that. I just think it, it's going to be the exact same as last year in the playoffs. It's just them being too well coached, too talented on both sides of the ball compared to Dallas. I just think it's going to be too much for them to handle.
Dallas's red zone offense will be the problem in this one.
Putrid bro, it is absolutely putrid. They can't
Yeah,
score.
they
They
can't
can't
score in the
score at
red zone.
all.
They just like the Broncos. Speaking of the Broncos,
Shush.
just like the Broncos when it comes to the red zone.
They can't score, man. All right, last one, the Monday nighter, Packers Raiders.
This is in Vegas, yeah.
Yes, it's in Vegas.
I'll take the Raiders.
See, I want to pick the Raiders because are we? Let's assume Jimmy Garoppolo health for this one.
Okay.
Assuming Jimmy Garoppolo health, I'll take the Raiders. Um, David Bakhtiari, I think, is on IR at this point. Aaron Jones, obviously, he had his first. Actually, no. Let me get the Packers. I just realized that they played a game on Thursday last week. They have the mini bye. They have the
Boo.
mini bye. They have the mini bye. Thursday playing on Monday this week. Mini bye. Give me the Packers with a good coach, with the
Oh,
better coach in this situation.
man, this boy pump faked, man. That's
I
lame.
hella did pump fake. You're right.
Yeah, that's a pump fake. Come on, that's a weak cop out.
I
But
was trying to talk myself into the Raiders, and I talked myself into the Packers.
man, never trust a Josh McDaniels led team, man, in anything. But with that being said, I'm going to go with the Packers, man. Like I said before, Josh McDaniels on this Raiders team. But I I don't understand it. But Matt LaFleur has had his coaching issues this year to start off, but I just think their offensive skill position players, and with them bringing back Aaron Jones into the mix and Christian Watson, both of those guys, alongside Jordan Love, who's been solid to start off the year, I just think it'll be too much for that Raiders team and their defense.